reacting to how Trax humbled a scammer. That's interesting. It's Blanko. For those who are new here, my name is Lunaria, and I'm a pink cougar VTuber. Nice to meet you. So, without further ado, let's get going with it.
There's 3 things to be scared of in life: death, the IRX, and pissing off Trax NYC. Initially known to have some of the craziest jewelry pieces on social media, he recently has been going viral for standing on business. When another jeweler tried to scam customers under his own name, Trax was very quick to call it out. This viral moment has led to hundreds of millions of views, tons of followers, and most of all, has promoted his business. This probably was the best commercial for his jewelry company ever. But what most people don't know is that this moment was built upon years of fraud, and finally it just paid off. So how did this all happen? And to understand why you should never fuck with Trax, you need to understand his roots. Him and his family originally immigrated from the country of Azerbaijan after the Soviet Union collapsed. Arriving here at 7 years old, him and his family did not speak a lick of English. He spent his childhood in New York and slowly adapted to the American life. His jewelry company started with a $500 camera at the age of 19. He would go to the Diamond District, take pictures of fancy jewelry pieces with the owner's permission, and then post pictures of it on eBay. When there was someone who was willing to buy the jewelry, Trax would go and buy that piece and then sell it for a higher price.
Oh, a reseller.
The difference was simply the profit that he kept. Kind of like dropshipping, but with extra steps. This eventually led to him being in the top 1% of eBay sellers. They even invited him to speak at Congress, which made him think, why not just start my own business at this point? And that was the beginning of Trax NYC, selling quality jewelry in the Diamond District of Manhattan, New York.
That is so
but as a young business owner, Trax was naive, especially with his employees, and it costed him millions. His workers and other vendors were constantly upselling him and manipulating bills, which totaled up to millions of dollars in debt by his late 20s. This taught him the hard way to keep his employees accountable and not to take any shit. But after learning these lessons, he was able to run his business in the Diamond District. Now, the Diamond District of Manhattan is one of the most famous locations to buy jewelry in the world. Annually, this one district alone does $24 billion worth of sales, and a daily transaction has an average of 400 million. It's basically like the Silicon Valley of jewelry, so if you're trying to get some good stuff, this is where you go. Trax slowly built up his business to buy quality jewelry to sell to quality customers. But eventually, one of the biggest marketing tactics that he ever found out was social media. Now, Trax is very popular on social media now with millions of followers.
I think that's kind of his gig. Like, he was making money off of eBay first.
His second video ever on YouTube has 1.8 million views. But the thing is that during the first 9 years, he wasn't really that consistent at all. He didn't really understand the actual potential value of it in 2019 when he started posting very, very consistently. The main purpose of these videos was to actually educate people on jewelry and gold. He would tell you how to spot fake gold, how to spot fake jewelry, determining the real prices of certain pieces. That's actually super useful.
I like that.
Talk about understanding gold and fake gold, okay? What fake gold it consists of, what it looks like, how to detect it.
Trax was using his platform to genuinely educate the public on how to get good jewelry and how not to get scammed. Something that you probably wouldn't expect from a business owner. And whether it interested you or not, it was pretty useful information to someone who is a buyer. As the page grew more and more, he started to develop quite the personality and even straight up just give jewelry away.
How you doing, guys?
Oh shit!
Like a gold chain?
He's taking in Mr. B's route.
500, but because you said yes, I'll give you a bracelet anyway, man.
This isn't something you would see from someone who sells these expensive ass pieces of jewelry, but being so consumer facing, it gave him tons of credibility. And with all these millions of followers, he was able to naturally promote his business. It didn't feel forced. Over time, he sold to tons of celebrities like Busta Rhymes, Kodak Black, Conor McGregor, Cardi B, and much more. By 2019, he had such a good reputation that when the film company A24 was looking for a real jeweler to make a cameo in their movie Uncut Gems, well, he was the first guy that popped up when they Googled jewelers. And if you watch the movie, safe to say he killed that role. He was even featured in GQ to critique rappers' jewelry. What helped him stand out was the fact that he wasn't really your typical jeweler. He didn't wear fancy suits, he cursed a lot, he would go around wearing hoodies and stuff. If he wasn't wearing $50,000 on his neck, you would not think that he's running a business that does $2 million monthly. Because above all, he was not afraid to air his beef on social media. There have been multiple times where Trax has called out other people for screwing him over.
You see these two motherfucking pieces of shit right here? These cock fucking suckers! Yo, why did you fuck me on my gold at 55% when it's supposed to be 50 fucking 8, bro? Tell the fucking world how much you fucking stole, motherfucker! And tell me what you're gonna do about it, you fucking cunt.
Oh my god!
Shit! That's Blanko gold. I don't give a fuck! You stole 3%, I gave you mad fucking money! Bro,
relax yourself.
Listen, you're Yeah.
When Cardi B personally bought a piece from Trax and posted the watch on her Instagram story claiming it to be worth $100,000, she unknowingly would start a giant beef. You see, this video would catch the attention of Nico Leonard, a watch expert on YouTube. Kind of like how Trax would critique rappers' jewelry, Nico critiques his celebrities' watches. He's called out tons of celebrities for bullshitting the value of their pieces, and Cardi B was on that list.
That watch is not $100,000. If you paid $100,000, you have been f***ed. This watch is worth an absolute maximum of $60,000. The diamonds on this watch have been added by a jewelers. These were diamonds that weren't good enough.
I was about to like start shitting. I was about to start shitting on celebrities for like, oh my god, you've spent fucking 60 grand on a stupid watch that you're gonna wear every now and then. But then I realized I'm a VTuber and I've spent like fucking about the same amount of money on my fucking brand and models. I'm no one to talk. I'm not even famous. I don't even make bank.
This is not factory set. If it was factory set, this watch would have been worth at least $1 million.
Now, most watch experts will believe that the pure watch itself is a piece of art. So altering the watch, even to add expensive diamonds to it, can still decrease its value. But when you make a comment like this about a piece, you don't just piss off the buyer, you pissed off the producer.
$1 million. Cardi B, if you want to be a baller, buy factory.
Now, telling Cardi B how to be a baller is already bull. Let's break it down. This particular lady's Nautilus in plain Jane is around 65 grand. But she's not plain Jane. She's Cardi B, and she likes her pieces iced out. So when you're taking a $65,000 watch and adding $40,000 worth of diamonds, and I do this all the time, that doesn't make the watch only $65,000. That makes it $100,000, like she says.
Now, Nico would make a full video in response where he got more in depth with this point.
You know that this video actually backfired at him? I buy this watch, and I grab a drill, and I'm gonna drill holes in every piece of this watch. You're basically destroying this watch. But instead of keeping the holes open, he puts diamonds in it. So if you have a $65,000 watch and you drill holes in it to place 40 grand of diamonds in there, the value of the watch decreases because you're actually drilling holes in a watch.
Now, Trax is not the watch guy, so maybe he doesn't have as much knowledge as Nico. But whether he was right or wrong, regardless, he was not going to take any shit from this guy. He was
this guy has no fucking
claiming
chill.
that Nico was full of it.
All right, Nico, I'm gonna teach you a little bit business. Nico's been arguing with me about iced out watches.
It is hard. He knows. He's talking absolute red of luxury bazaar with a lady's Nautilus.
Yes.
Not wearing a lady's Nautilus.
Who gives a shit?
Go in a 57.
I mean, this is fake content though.
Buy this watch.
I don't
They're
even know
farming
what
it.
this is.
Gonna drill holes.
Yeah.
Every piece. What do you think will happen?
He'll be ready to fucking set some diamonds?
This watch.
Fuck the holes. You're focusing too much on holes. This is the market for plain Jane watches. This is the market for watches with holes in them. Some people like their fucking watches with holes. You see what he's wearing over there? You tell me it's a 57, 11, 12, 13, 14. Andrew Tate is a blue marble that's in the marketplace for iced out watches.
I mean, I guess you could crank up the price because it's a custom made, and having things tailored to you is like buying a custom amiibo. You're taking someone's time, you're taking someone's effort, you're paying exclusivity. Sure, maybe it's not gonna be like objectively. It's gonna, if you're gonna drill holes in on a watch. Sorry, I'm so used to saying clock. If you're gonna drill holes in a clock, fuck me. On a watch, and it's like a gold watch or whatever, sure, you're gonna strip off some of the gold, but you're still adding time and customization to the thing. So it's kind of like a flex thing. It's like buying Starbucks. You're not paying for the actual fucking coffee, which is like a couple of fucking cents to actually get done. No, you're paying for a brand, you're paying for the moment, you're paying for going there and having their frappuccino done by a person who barely gets fucking paid.
There might be more competition here with all you soy boys. This guy wants to fucking wear an iced out watch. He's in a marketplace, so you drill some holes and you meet the fucking market demands. That's business, bro. You drill the holes to reach a new market, Nico. Nonetheless, I hope my boy right here, Prime Time, cracks him in the face anyway.
Now, there was a very big chance that this beef was fake, considering that right after this happened, they posted a video just goofing around together.
Yeah. There's that's also what I was thinking. It looks very staged. They're milking it for content. It's really good content.
I'm at the watch show about to
They're both promoting their things.
Are you trying to be more another watch game or what?
Listen, I'm icing out some watches. I got my business style. You know, you got your business style, and I'm gonna teach you a lesson. I'm gonna I'm gonna take your timepiece. I'll ice it out for you.
Don't touch that. You don't even know how to open a class.
What the fuck are you doing?
watch, bro. You can watch. You watch, you jerk.
Or maybe they just simply made up at this time. Who knows what's true? But even if the beef was real, it was over now. Or so do we think. A couple of videos later, Trax was doing a video with some other watch content creators who took a couple shots at Nico.
What did you do this time? What are you doing? What's the disturbance?
You know what the disturbance is? People like to talk shit.
Right.
Look at this combination of Borat, Adam Sandler, and Oscar from Shark Tale. What is this group together doing?
We don't talk shit about anybody. You know me. We're in New York. We don't play that Pennsylvania shit.
Right.
Okay? Where we like, you know.
I don't know what that means. That's the most American thing I've heard in my life.
That's a pretty offensive thing.
I'm pretty
to
sure Ronald
accuse
McDonald
someone,
would say something
Nico
like less American than that.
Try to get clout from other people by tagging them. I didn't tag you guys.
We're in New York. We're not of that Pennsylvania shit. Can someone explain that shit in the comments to me? Like, I'm not American. Not even close. I've stepped foot in America once, and it was going to Puerto Rico. So, I don't know if that's a good point of reference, because I'm technically Latino, so I'm like, okay. What the fuck does that even mean?
I reacted to a video that some of these guys had, so why the f are you tagging me? We don't need your clout, son. These guys are nobody.
And this beef just simply only continued to grow more and more.
Sitting here wasting my time. I'm gonna you up, Nico, bro. I'm gonna go down to Belfast, Northern Ireland, and I'm gonna tear you the apart and your whole business, bro. Wasting my time. Give the fans what they want. Give me a date. Go to the gym. Knock out 5.
This guy looks hot when he's angry.
He's been saying over.
This guy looks really hot when he's angry. He probably like he would probably give the best fucking angry fucks ever.
To have a full-on
like the best
match.
angriest
I want
sex.
to fight you. I want to fight you in a ring, and I want to be properly paid for.
They're 100% setting this shit up. It is so fucking blatant. It is so fucking obvious. I'm gonna fight you. That is 100% fucking content. A lot of people do it. Just look at it by. Bro. This is the biggest dog fucking whistle you can find for content creators. It's just, oh, I'm gonna fight you in public. That's fucking... People are gonna search up the fight. It's fleet clicks.
For this shit.
It's mutually beneficial too.
I'm absolutely getting sick of this. I'm sitting there waiting for the birth of my child. You're posting this shit, and I get the maddest
This is a
comments of people.
fake!
Now, somehow, Nico won this fight, and this professionally ended their beef, and Trax actually had a lot of respect for him.
I spent about a year cursing this individual out, saying derogatory things about him. But in the end, he turned out to be a really outstanding person and an outstanding businessman.
But regardless of whoever won the beef, everyone got some great content from it. Scripted or not scripted, it was quite entertaining. But this was not the first time
love
Trax
that
would
shit.
box
That's why
someone,
wrestling
and
works.
this time they will get a lot more serious. Because this time, Trax was gonna have to show an employee not to fuck with him. In early 2024, Trax would call out one of his employees not just for ripping off customers, but for ripping off the Make-A-Wish Foundation of all people. Now they were working on a chain to give to one of the dying children, and one of Trax's employees was the leader of the project. However, during that time, the employee overcharged the company, and they completely ditched the project last minute. At the same time, was trying to gather secrets on Trax's business and then try to take his customers away from him.
I have something very embarrassing that I have to communicate. We had a Make-A-Wish Foundation order with us from King, who fought cancer, and that project was abandoned by an employee of mine by the name of Anoop. This guy took some company secrets, ran off, abandoned the project, and this project looked like this. It was for somebody who fought and beat cancer, and he charged them $7,000 for it. And that's a complete ripoff in and of itself. Of course, we're going to be doing that for free, and I just want to apologize to Make-A-Wish and King Fights Cancer that we had something so embarrassing happening at our firm.
He's showing his face. He doesn't care.
Is a disgusting person.
Trax would host a whole fight against Anoop, and this time it was serious.
Yeah, so
No, this is actually him being
working for
angry.
me. He was an
The other one
employee
was a
of mine,
cartoonish
and
part.
while he was working, he was scheming.
He feels embarrassed.
Okay, scheming to do
You can like hear the embarrassment on his words.
something to my business, using my customers and my equipment to go fund his own operation. Oh, he needs a beating
For
for
so
that.
little
This is a
money.
beating,
Like,
a
7 grand is not
beatdown.
that much.
His boy needs to get beat down, bro. They need to be punished and brutally brought to their knees, bro.
No, I respect that.
Until they say, yes, boss, sorry, boss, it ain't gonna
Stop.
Now, even though Trax was double this guy's age, he was able to keep up with speed. In the end, the fight was a draw, but Trax made his point pretty clear. Trax doesn't stand down to no one, not even celebrities. He even called out 6ix9ine when he took some of his pieces and then didn't give them back.
I started marketing my business with Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Oh, okay.
Right? Where he, he came in and they was
He's like a Tumblr call-out post with legs.
in the gang and this and that, and they were using him and whatever it is.
And so he's already big at this point?
Yeah, that's when he was on fire.
Okay.
And I had the opportunity. I saw that. I jumped in. I was literally trying to give him some jewelry to make sure that he could market my business, but he was such a fucking idiot that he wanted to finesse.
The only time that Trax ever backed down was when he clashed heads with 50 Cent. He showed a picture of 50 Cent wearing a particular piece and then recreated that piece for customers to purchase. Well, 50 did not like that. This was a bad idea. You will regret doing this, I promise. Yo, don't you got better things to worry about?
Oh shit! That's literally plagiarism, and 50 Cent has no chill. He has no fucking chill. Have you seen all the shit he's done for fucking Tupac, bro? He has no fucking chill. 50 Cent is crazy.
The next day, 50 Cent would hit Trax with a $5 million lawsuit for copywriting.
I could live like 10 years with that money peacefully. Probably because the cost of living here is cheap, but that's some crazy fucking money. What the fuck?
Trax would later apologize and the video was taken down and then the lawsuit was dropped. Now this may have been the only L that Trax took, but honestly it didn't sound like as if he was that much in the wrong. I mean, it wasn't 50 Cent's image that he was using specifically, he was just making a replica of one of his jewelry pieces. And I don't think you can copyright a specific jewelry piece. Or maybe
you can copyright a lot of things. You can get away with a lot of things. So replicas are sus. I guess you could be inspired, but like making a replica is technically plagiarism. So it's kind of a slippery slope.
maybe you can, I don't know. But regardless, at this point it should be known to not fuck with Trax, but unfortunately AK Diamonds had to learn this the hard way. Now AK Diamonds is another jeweler that is in the Diamond District of Manhattan. There isn't that much info on them considering that they are a pretty decently small business. They have some social media, but they don't really have an actual website, which is a red flag. Their reputation is really just so small that there's really not that much info about them online. There was a review on Yelp that claimed that these guys tend to look the other way when there are stolen credit cards being used to purchase their items, which honestly makes sense. When credit cards do get stolen, the first thing that people try to use them for is high-end luxury clothing or jewelry. It's happened to me and my family multiple times. The thing about this jeweler is that
it's funny that happens with like American credit cards. When credit cards get stolen here, it's usually like microtransactions. Like they don't, when there's big moves on a car that's been stolen, it's kind of obvious it's stolen. So like it's usually like tiny things like, I don't know, 20 bucks on this or 20 bucks on that, and they buy gift cards and they buy all these other things that you can launder the money. This is not common here. That's very interesting.
Allegedly had been scamming customers under Trax's name. In this area, they would claim that their jewelry comes directly from Trax and then they would overcharge them for the pieces. One of these customers was ripped off by these guys where they sold him a bracelet that they claimed was 14 carats but actually was 9 carats. In total, the bracelet cost him $22,000. That's a pretty big amount of money. Essentially, thousands of dollars was ripped from this guy. So when he went to Trax about it, he was not happy.
So this is the receipt from this disgusting company that pretends to be me, says they're Trax _𝑦𝑐, sells my customer a bracelet, rips them off, and rips them off on the gold. Shit, they're saying it's 14 karat gold? Well, we're gonna test this bracelet right now. Start the test. 10 karat gold. So did they say they were Trax _𝑦𝑐?
Yeah, he tried to sell one of your products. He said that he ran out.
Right.
One of your rings that you purchased.
Right, that we sell. So you came with a picture of Trax _𝑦𝑐.
Yep. I opened up the website for him.
And then he said he ran out, even though he has nothing to fucking do with me other than to steal my fucking customers all day long. These rats have done this over and over and over again, and I tolerated it.
Shit.
And now they fucked them over on the carrot as well. Yo, Akai, you are fucking thieves, bro.
The thing is, this is more than just selling someone crappy jewelry. Not only is it fraud, but ripping off someone under Trax's name puts his credibility at risk.
Yeah.
He spent decades building up this business from the ground. wound up selling authentic pieces to authentic people. He's worked extra hard to make sure that he has strong trust with his customers, and doing stuff like this
He's out
puts
here
that
looking at the
trust
tits.
at risk. And above all, it also hurts the entire diamond district. Frauding buyers for gold also hurts the entire exchange. So other businesses
It
will
fucks up the
suffer
prices
from
of the
this
entire
too.
market.
If they think one business is bad, they're gonna think all the businesses are bad. This is pretty serious shit if you are a seller from that district, or if you are just as passionate about it as Trax is. This upset Trax so much that he gave the man $22,000 on top of $1,000.
So not only did these fucking pieces of shit, okay, rip you off on this fucking thing, it turned out to be 9-karat gold, right? Yeah. You had a check?
Yes.
So they're gonna be giving you $1,000 on top. Here's $22,000 for your fucking trouble. These fucking bum motherfuckers, bro. You get people in this exchange, people in this. Stop being greedy pieces of fucking lying shit. So I'm Trax. I want this coming up with a fucking scheme every fucking time. Keep fucking scheming, bro. 9 fucking carat this, 2 carat that, this, that. Security what, bro? Fucking bullshit, bro. Stop fucking stealing. You gotta come up. I want my fucking money, motherfuckers, bro. I gave the money up. You wanna be Trax NYC? Here's Trax NYC. Akai. Garbage! You motherfuckers are garbage!
Keep in mind, Trax had no obligation to do this whatsoever. He simply wanted to do this to make things right. Honestly, huge respect, because again, $22,000 is nothing to sneeze at. The thing is, this is not new.
That's how much I'm making like a year and a half.
This business has been scamming people for years under his name. This all started in 2020 when Trax was moving to a new location in the Diamond District. Across from him was an exchange that has multiple sellers and vendors, one of them being AK. But the actual owners of AK Diamonds actually purchased half of the exchange, but they didn't tell anybody about it. So to most people, they were just seen as simple vendors.
They're manipulating the market. That's fucking disgusting.
They were already trying to use his name to sell pieces to customers, considering that Trax was the big dog on that avenue.
You know, takes a picture and then he tags their business. This is again 5 years ago. Tags my business with his picture. It says Trax YC with the very same picture that dumb bastard you just had in the thumbnail or whatever, George Akai. And I come up to him and I have him and I take my phone and I show him my phone and I'm like, yo, why is your picture? What is this? He grabs the phone out of my hand. This is 5 years ago. And he's like, and he's holding it like this. He's like, no. I'm like, did you just fucking grab my phone?
This is 5 years ago.
Yeah.
So you guys have had a feud
what
for
the
years.
fuck?
Yeah, no, I was listen.
A child.
He grabs my phone out of my hand and he's holding it like this, like I'm a child. Like you can't have this. It's mine. I snatched it. I'm like, yo, bro. Do you know what you're doing right now?
According to Trax, they've been doing this for nearly 5 years, and he finally got sick and tired of it. This time,
he had a lot of
Trax
patience.
had the proof he
I would not have
not going to hold back. He announced straight up on social media that he was going right to AK Diamonds and confront the owners then and there and get his $22,000 back. Because these guys got to pay.
The most disgusting people you'll ever see in your life. It's 64 West 47th Street. Akai is the booth. We're gonna get our money back. $22,000 for me and for all the other customers they scammed. Pull up, we'll group together, we'll sue them, and we'll take their property. 64 West 47th Street. Don't let it slide.
And literally the next day, he did just that.
Where's my fucking money, motherfucker? Where's my fucking money, bitch? Where's my money? I got this fucking bracelet. Where's my fucking money? What are you gonna do, bitch? What are you gonna fucking do? Doc, motherfucker, you saying VVS, I3, 14 karat, and you're using my name, you bitch! 6447. Yeah, 6447. Thief! You fucking thief! Bitch! Stop. Take him. No. Get the fuck your hands off of me, bro. Take your fucking hands off of me, bro.
Calm down. Oh my god.
You give me bitch!
You're never gonna see that.
He walked right up to the owners of AK Diamonds, got in his face, and demanded the money. He brought the bracelet and the receipt too. Now, was this the most efficient way to actually get the money? Probably not, but it definitely was sending a message that Trax was not scared of these guys. He was showing up in person to their place of business, getting in their face, and standing on business. Now, they tried to get security to escort Trax out during this, but that was not gonna work. From this video, it seems like that's where it ends, but Trax would come back later, and this time, they fought back too. Their owner of AK spat in Trax's face and eventually led to a giant brawl in the store.
You little bitch! You fucking bitch! Yo, don't fucking... Fuck out of here!
That was so unnecessary.
Oh my god!
Oh my god. What happened?
Oh, they violent.
Oh,
Yeah, get that girl.
yo, David,
They spit on him!
The fight got so intense that Trax literally had to go to the hospital because the other people's security team tried to choke him with his own chains. If it wasn't for his security, Trax would have
Yeah,
died.
don't go with chains to a fight.
Strangled me with my own chain. Get out of this hospital. TraxNYC.com.
And considering they were trying to kill him with his own jewelry, it shows you the real quality of it. I mean, they weren't trying to choke him with their jewelry, right? And this story went huge after shit went down. Not only did Trax seem like a badass, but these videos that he posted about it are his most viewed videos to date.
81
Real media sources
million
covered it, and
fucking
Trax seemed like a
views.
total badass for sticking up for himself. And most of all, it promoted the fuck out of his business. Trax was literally under no obligation to do this. He did not have to refund the customer or get involved in the other business. But he literally almost died for it because he cares that much. It's something you gotta respect as a business owner. It's not something most other people would do. George and AK Diamonds were both arrested for assault. So far, they're only being charged with the specific crimes from that day. Now, what they are facing currently most likely will result in a charge of third-degree assault, which is the least serious kind. In New York City, this can result in 1 year of jail, 3 years of probation, and $1,000 in fines, if found guilty. Now, who knows if it'll go that far? Maybe they'll get something charged with more serious.
I'm pretty sure he's probably
going
gonna
to
do
happen with the actual
like a
fraud
lawsuit or
legally
something.
is still up in the air. If Trax does have physical receipts for this confirming that they are trying to use his name to sell crappy products, he can take him to court pretty far.
Yeah, take him to court.
The only
He
form of fraud is the people verbally telling the customers that they work with Trax, and that's the only proof they have, then it might be a little bit more difficult. Either way, let's
They
hope
would need
that
to have
Trax
like
brings the
video
hammer
proof of
down
that
on these
shit.
guys and remind them not to fuck with his business.
That is one person that fucking loves what they do. Holy shit. Kudos to them, bro. I like people being passionate about their fucking businesses. I admire that shit.